This is Amy Zimmer from Hall & Hunter Realtors with your real estate motivation. Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make, so it needs to be the right one. Don't just rush into home ownership because all your friends are buying homes, low interest rates are compelling, or your parents are pressuring you. Here are some questions for a self-assessment to see if the time is right individually for you to become a homeowner. If you're considering buying your first home right now, you'll want to ask yourself, do you have job security and do the numbers make sense? Buying a home generally means you're financially secure and your job isn't in danger. The next thing to consider is whether or not you have debt and how much. You'll want to view your financial profile from a lender's perspective and find out how your credit score is. Good credit is essential for buying a home and being approved for a mortgage. A low credit score can result in significantly higher interest rates, which means that you will pay more over the life of the loan. Your lender will establish if your debt to income ratio meets the standard for mortgage qualification. You'll need to have a down payment of 3 to 20%, which is a wide range, but it depends on the product you're looking at. On top of the down payment, you'll also pay for the loan's closing costs, which are usually between 2 to 5% of the purchase price. This money needs to be in your bank account when you're first applying for the mortgage. And having an emergency fund is very important. If you don't have a solid 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in a savings account, you may also want to keep working on that before buying a home. Also consider your budget and factor in increased utility costs, landscaping, commute costs, repairs, renovations, and even furniture for your new place. If your budget can't support putting an extra couple $100s a month towards repairs, or even if you don't want to deal with home repairs at all, you're probably really not ready to buy a house yet. Not only is it expensive to fix your home when something goes wrong, it's also time consuming. It will be up to you to find a contractor, get multiple quotes, and take time off of work to deal with the problems. If your job is steady, you have adequate savings and little debt, then owning a home is probably right for you. If you're still dealing with lingering money issues, focus on tightening your finances first. Think about how long you want to stay in an area. In general, you need to own a home for 5 to 7 years to break even. If you sell your home before that, the home's value might not have grown enough to cover the closing costs. If you like to move around for work or you work for a company that may transfer you often, buying a home doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Some people even choose to rent for their entire lives, putting that money that they would use for a house towards other investments instead, and that's okay. Before you start house hunting, figure out what you're truly looking for in a home. It's easy to think, I'll know it when I see it, but that usually leads to a long, drawn-out search process. If you're ready to buy a house, you're ready to get specific. Home ownership isn't the cookie-cutter choice for everyone, but ask yourself if you're ready to own a place of your own, and then follow up by talking with a realtor and a lender to further explore what you can afford and to start your home search. Stay safe, be well, and happy home buying.